She took his hand and she led him along that golden beach. Higher and higher and higher they climbed.
Never fight unless you're sure you can win.
They watched the waves tumble over the sand.
All right. 4 strands of rope.
She had all of the skin.
I get kicked out of La Quinta forever.
What do we do with poop?
What is freedom? Are we truly free?
What in the world?
In those Hollywood nights, in those Hollywood hills, she was looking so right in her diamonds and frills.
Bow, bow.
Do I have blood on my neck?
I hope so. Don't be a buzzkill, dude.
What's up, losers? Hey, we're doing the fucking thing.
We're back!
We're back in the saddle again.
Yo!
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good people of the internet. Tampa, Florida. Shout out to you.
Shout out Tampa, Florida.
Poughkeepsie, Albuquerque. What's the one that Bugs Bunny was always talking about?
I thought it was Albuquerque.
It might be Albuquerque. he'd
Albuquerque.
always say. But there was another one. He's like, I made a wrong turn. Yeah, maybe it is Albuquerque. Anyway, what's up? It's fucking Tuesday.
Relevant information at the top of this episode.
We're too fired
Just
up.
fucking
The sun-
spinning out, tires spinning.
Tires are spinning. The sun has been out for like 2 days now, and it's been like 70 degrees in the middle of the afternoon. So if we're all a little hopped up on the D, forgive us.
Yeah.
Tell them who we are, big dog.
Oh, yeah. I was about to just start
I
going.
was about to just rip. We are the beautiful losers. At least 3/4 of us.
Beautiful.
It's Cole Watson down there on the end. Zach Howard
Doing
in
the
middle
thing.
of this manwich, and I'm TJ Nickerson.
Yeah.
And we're back.
So real good. I have a feeling this is gonna be a somber episode.
Nope.
Somber.
You're wrong.
Because no, hold on. You don't know what I'm gonna say.
You're right. I really don't. No one does.
That's
I've
part
decided
of the fun.
that this is a left wing podcast now.
Oh, okay.
That changes nothing that I say.
Hold on.
So anyway.
Let me just check. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
go
if you
ahead.
could reset your processes
I got
here,
it.
and moving forward, we're gonna be
Hold on. I have a vagina now. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Really quick land acknowledgement.
Yep.
Your house was built on a burial ground, which is why it's so
This is
haunted.
Yeah. It's the poltergeist.
This is a poltergeist house of Sugar Hill. That's
I
what
think
they call
it could be fun. Not now. Yeah, obviously. I'm joking, guys. Take it easy. I know you guys.
Don't turn it off, dude.
I know you guys are freaking out.
Yeah.
But I think it could be fun later in life to just give up and be a pussy.
I don't know what you mean, dude. Pussies are strong, so it's like the strongest, most durable thing on the planet.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a great episode, dude. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We're having the most fun we've ever had here, right now.
Oh,
Right
absolutely.
There's a party happening.
Just a quick apology for my absence last week. Something truly awful happened. I lost my internet, so I had to wait for AT&T to get there. And knowing AT&T, they're always late.
Yeah, that's. There's no point in them even trying to do some sort of schedule. Like when the internet people call, they're like, "All right, we can have somebody out between 8 and 4.
14
You need to be, and they'll call you 70 seconds before they're at your house.
Yeah. Yep. There's you can't leave. They have you held hostage in your own home.
And when some guy gets to your house and he just resets your router and fucking presses a thing on his phone and it's like, it's fixed.
No, they had to do a bunch of shit. There was evidently a crazy storm passed through. I guess 2 Saturdays ago. I don't know. I slept right through it. And
You had the big tornado storm 2 Sundays. Yeah, Saturday night, Sunday morning.
I slept right through it. Had no idea. Woke up, had no internet, and I was like, "This is the best way to start the fucking."
It would have been so funny,
Beginning
dude,
of
if
the
you
week.
had opened your eyes, dude, and you were in Oz, dude. The tornadoes had taken you.
Yes.
Taking you to Oz.
Taking him to Oz,
It'd
dude.
been, yeah.
He's
no,
gonna beat
I
the
agree.
heck out of that lady from Wicked. He's got.
No. Hold space for
I was
this.
saying,
I feel like there's been a lot of positive and negative talk about Wicked, and I don't know a fucking thing about it.
I think it was just well received. I think
Well, it just depends on the community, but yeah.
I don't know. I think people in general like it. I think it's a good musical. I think they were.
Oh, it's a musical?
It's a musical. So I think you had the barrier for entry is.
Digging musicals.
Are you gay? So.
Right.
Sometimes.
Ayo. But AT&T called me today.
Yeah,
And
you
they were
got the
just like-
best news
Yeah,
anybody could have ever gotten.
They're just like, hey man, we can double your internet speed for $5. You don't even have to do anything. Yes. And I was like, yeah.
The obnoxious thing is that
How many times would you get that phone call and say yes?
0. I mean, I
No. Like if they just kept on call, like how many more $5 would you spend?
Oh yeah.
None.
That's
Really?
That's enough.
You wouldn't go to a full gig?
No, I don't. What do I need? What do I like? Fucking put porn on every computer screen in the house? Like,
Run them simultaneously, so you can run from room to room. Jerking off.
It's just me and my wife. What do we watch TV down here, and then when we're not watching TV down here,
Dude.
we watch TV upstairs.
I would
That's
spend.
it.
They would. I would catch a couple.
You don't
fives.
need high
I would be-
speed.
I'd be like, yeah. Again?
Well, you give it a couple months, you get used to the doubled, and then you're like, let's see how high we can go.
Yeah, right,
actually.
right.
Yeah. You're
What would it be like?
like, I don't know. Like it's like graphics to me, where for every year since we've been alive, it's like, oh, the video game graphics are amazing on the new whatever, and next year we won't be able to tell them apart. And I'm like, I mean, I can still tell them apart from real life, but
They've been saying that for fucking 25 years.
But it's also
it's
this.
like I don't like how much faster does internet have to be before you notice?
I don't think it's
That's what I'm
internet.
saying.
I think it's more like processing power.
I don't need a gig up and down to play Madden on franchise mode.
To create a
Oh,
character
yeah.
named
You know what I'm saying? Like,
George Washington Jefferson.
When you're only
III.
childing it, yeah, it's fine.
I don't do a whole lot of like needing the internet to be. I just need it to work. I need to do my work. When
Dude, if you saw my computer, you would be like, "This
I've
is."
seen
it. No, I mean like the amount of tabs that I have open, the amount of things that I'll I have 2 screens, one vertical, one horizontal, and that shit is like.
Please, for our viewers, dude,
Dopamine.
One hot dog and one hamburger style. No, I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they're both hot dogs. One's just like this. One's just the tower that hasn't fell yet.
He goes one long ways, which is
It's cool.
The tall
like
one
it.
is always jarring when we walk into the room. Like if we're filming a pod at Cole's and I look at it, I'm like, it looks like it should be the menu at a hip restaurant.
Yeah, right.
It's
like,
cool.
It should have like Korean style hot dogs.
That's
on
where I
it.
do my Discords and that's
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
important screen, and then the screen that's ahead is like this is.
there's a big
What's
disconnect
fun?
here in the community, our community, the three of us.
Just 3 people. Here.
This 3-man community here, because you'll say things like, "Bah, yeah, dude was hanging out talking to such and such until 3:00 in the morning," and that has happened with me and TJ plenty of times.
Sure.
And
On
what
the
that
phone.
looks like is like I'm sitting down here on the couch and I've got him on speakerphone and I'm just talking to him. But then you'll be like, "Yeah, we were in Discord playing League of Legends," like that.
Nope, don't say that. I don't play League.
Or
That's,
whatever.
That's terrible.
What, you're playing RuneScape or whatever the hell you're playing.
Dude, I'm gonna play some RuneScape today. I'm gonna chop some wood and
That's what I'm
fletch
saying.
them into U bows and then high alch them, turn them to gold.
That's what I'm saying.
If
I can tell when TJ's playing Madden on the other end of the phone. Like, stop doing that.
It's a lot more like right. No doubt.
Nickel or dime, I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to him while he's.
Just out of nowhere, he's like on some poignant shit. And I'm like, why do you think in past Maddens the draw was almost an unstoppable play?
Yeah, right.
And then now it's not that great.
Now every snap is high.
Yeah.
Why is every snap high on the draw in Madden?
No, I would. In layman's terms, I'm the only real fucking
You're a
gamer nerd
He's a gamer.
out of the group.
gamer with a hard R.
So let me ask you this: did you grow up? Who are your gaming influences, dude?
Dude, my parents,
Are you like a Jacksepticeye fan?
my dad and mom played the Nintendo, like we had the regular NES, and then
nice.
like I was playing the original Mario before I could fucking like run. Like
Yeah, but so was I.
I just haven't stopped liking it.
But what happened in high school where you were like, "This is"?
I mean,
This is
it's
it.
weird. I was, the starting point guard. I'm on
Cool
my
guy
basketball
stuff.
team. Like I was doing like jock shit, but all I was thinking about let's see, this was 2007, this was 2008. I was playing Counter-Strike Source, which is a PC game,
Sure.
and it
clicked.
oh, dude, I played on a team. I did tournaments. I did all kinds of shit.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think in like 2012, I saw you, and I was like, Cole, man, what's going on, dude? And you were like, getting into pro Counter-Strike.
I'm going pro, dude. Which
And I thought that was a lofty goal.
it is wild because, like, obviously, if you could make it to getting paid to play video games, everyone would high five you to death.
Yeah.
Like,
I
no
would
matter
quit
how many video
Everything.
games.
The only reason I
Yeah.
fucking don't is because my internet is so ass. I call every
Fuck you,
6
AT&T.
fucking months to ask if there's an upgrade. Now they're building more houses on my road. I'm like, please, just give me the juice so I can stream. I literally wanted to be a streamer for years, but it's just like such a.
And
all-
see, this is
it's-
just, I don't understand.
It's all becoming clear.
The idea of watching somebody else play video games.
It depends on the game for me. And then
I don't
on the
know.
other side of the coin, there's just some personalities out there that they're just fucking hilarious. Like
Yeah.
they're just fun
Cole
to
loves
watch.
Destiny. No,
Destiny.
Destiny's
Jacksepticeye.
Child.
Destiny's Child.
That's the only one I know. I just
Who's
keep-
there's a big Detroit Lions fan.
Tim the Tap Man, probably.
I think his name is Ninja.
Oh, Tim the Tap Man's Cowboys. Never mind.
Oh, okay, got it.
Ninja.
Sorry
Yeah,
for the
Ninja.
flaws. Ninja. Yeah, he's always at Lions games.
I want
and
to
stuff.
be
That's
ninja.
all.
I think he sucks though, right? He's.
Like he's a dickhead or he's bad at games.
I
or-
think he might be like a Chinese asset.
Oh, he could be.
Yeah,
I mean, that might be like racist because ninjas are Japanese.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, fucking idiot. How could you not know that?
Look at
How
that.
Also, how could you underestimate? Everybody wants to talk about China. How do you know that the Japanese are?
Yeah, they were
behind
our
the
enemies.
scenes,
They
dude?
were our enemies.
How do you know they're not harboring?
long
Wait,
ago.
are ninja and shinobi synonymous?
I forgot what the distinction of shinobi ninjas are because when back in the day when we were touring playing music, there was a band that we like tangentially maybe knew called Shinobi Ninja, and I don't remember what
If
it
that
means.
just meant ninja.
Yeah, that like ramen noodles is.
Yeah.
Ramen noodles is.
Do you guys ever
Liam
get-
Neeson's is.
Liam Neeson's. Do you guys ever get, speaking of what we're just talking about, streamers and personalities on the internet, do you guys, which we continued this for you guys.
For you guys.
You guys get those videos about MrBeast being a bad person?
Yeah.
Is that part of your
not
algorithm?
anymore? But
I
when
mean,
it
was
first popped
it was
off.
more so like the things that he like allowed in the workplace. I'm guessing that's kind of the information I was getting, but it's also like
I just also love the idea that people are like, you don't know how actually getting a bunch of money is bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
They have to pay taxes on that Lamborghini, and that's bad. I mean,
it's
if he was grooming ladies, that's,
dude, everybody
put a bullet in his head. But if it,
Bury him alive.
everybody that
Very
successful has
callback.
done something probably not ideal.
Listen, if I
I'm
get
not that
successful,
rich, and
they're not
I've
gonna
done
get me.
I've done some stupid shit.
Question.
unless my internet history comes out, they're not going to be able to get me for anything.
And that's never gonna happen. I just remember the MrBeast thing happening, and people were like, "He's a dickhead. He's a piece of shit." And I just remember being like, "I don't care about this enough to look."
Yeah,
It's like if it falls apart, I guess something.
I just
went
like the
horribly
ones.
wrong.
Nice. Every now and then I'll see one, and you see this with everything, but where it gets real satanic.
Oh sure,
You know?
yeah.
Oh,
It's
dude, that's
like
every
the
fucking Super Bowl halftime
symbolism.
show.
It was fun when MrBeast was the last fall's like Harry Potter when we were
Yeah.
in middle school, and all the Christian people were like, he healed a blind guy. He's the Antichrist.
He's the Antichrist.
And then a bunch of other people who were trying to be like fun Christians or whatever, or be more forgiving, were like, no, this is somebody trying to do it. And it's like, this guy's just a YouTuber.
He's just a
Shut the fuck
guy.
up.
He's from like Ohio, dude. Relax.
He's clearly like a guy who bloomed late.
He's
in
just
his
a regular
social
white guy.
way, and it took a lot of money and success for it to happen.
He's done a lot of like crazy shit himself. Like he like locked himself away like in solitude for like a week.
Yeah,
like
that's pretty wild. I mean, he might have changed in there.
yeah, I think he buried himself alive.
Whoa.
Like in like a
Just like
a,
the French guy.
kind of like a
David Blaine.
yeah.
Playing,
David Blaine. I don't know why I did the dip thing.
Yo.
Yeah.
David Blaine.
David Blaine, who just started his freestyle rap battle.
Free
career.
Palestine.
Free But if David,
Dude.
when magicians start getting political,
Yeah.
society's reached the fucking apex. We've made it.
I just love anything. Every couple of days, I get hit with like a new Satanism video,
Nice.
and
Really?
I really hope. And we're back to like a modern day satanic panic in like a weird sort of way.
Yeah, it seems like it actually.
Man, I hope the Satanists start showing up, dude. I'm ready for it, dude. I'm ready for us to go full
Well, actually, I think
Satanism.
what would be a great.
What are you saying?
What would
Like
be
a full Satanism fight for all these alleged Satanists to come forward.
Take-
Are you
and then
saying
we
the
can fight
beautiful
'em.
losers are fighting against?
The beautiful losers are calling out all the Satanists.
Hold on, dude.
If you're out there and you're a Satanist,
Come on.
shoot me a message. I'll send you my emails. My address.
Yeah, dude.
Come over here and let me kick your ass, dude.
The hot dog water's getting to you. The concentrated hot dog water.
They gave me poop water.
Dude,
I think what would be cool and more constructive and less violent is, Cole clearly has experience as a point guard.
As a
What up?
Satanist.
I'm more down on the block guy, getting rebounds,
posting up.
Posting up.
I'm
doing
more
the
like a
dirty work.
long three guy.
You're long. Shooting from half court.
Dude, he's shooting 70-footers.
If we could find a,
I'm like Steph Curry.
if we could find a,
it just fucking pings off the backboard, and he's just like, "Oh fuck!"
you're every fucking 16-year-old kid when I was going to the rec center who's just throwing up from half court, and I'm like, I'm running the whole time, and I smoke cigarettes. Stop. But yeah, if we could find a fearsome foursome of a satanic left-leaning podcast that we could 4-on-4 in.
In a game of basketball?
Yeah, we'll play basketball.
I would love to play basketball against
Dude,
Satanists.
I want to play against any podcast,
Is there-
any Atlanta podcast out there. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, I mean, we could go 3v3.
3v3.
Chris Moody can't bring his baby and play out there with a fucking...
We'll lose.
What's the thing? What?
What?
You underestimate.
You guys are underestimated. You overestimate you.
I
bro.
overestimate you, maybe. I thought maybe I could get you into some pocket
I don't know,
passing.
dude. You don't look like a baller.
You don't look like a baller. dude.
This guy, coming from the guy we're playing, throwing the football around, and he just shows up and he just goes all-time quarterback.
Yeah, I'm more of an all-time quarterback.
He's more of
kinda
a not gonna move
Just
kind of
dish it,
guy.
dude. You just gotta run. You can run the point.
Here's the thing.
And Cole can use his point guard.
I
skills
played basketball in high
penetrate,
school.
dude.
Started.
Hey,
Homeschool basketball.
Started homeschool basketball.
Oh wait, what's the
And the basketball team, we didn't have like any.
what's the Christian league called? Onward, forward.
Oh yeah, I don't. Onward.
Upward,
Upward.
upward.
Yeah, we didn't have like the basketball team was a secondary thought. The football team was well organized.
Sure.
And a real thing. The basketball team was just like there were a handful of guys on the football team who were like, we should
Why
play
not?
basketball.
Yeah,
You know,
keep
why
our
not?
cardio up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't know that I ever scored more than 5 points in a game. But I definitely
what's your assist at?
none. But I would double digit rebounds most game.
All right, that's
Most
good.
games. My most impressive performance, I think, was we booked this team. They were called Covenant Christian, and they were from down in South Georgia.
Yeah, I've heard of Covenant.
And we didn't know anything about them.
I keep up with the.
You keep up with the local.
I'm an amateur scout. Dude. I'm always watching
the
high
local
school
basketball preparatory schools.
But you're using binoculars.
They said I can't come in anymore. I
And
say crazy stuff.
They didn't have, so they were non-affiliated with a conference. They're a preparatory basketball
of
school,
course.
so they just play
Just make a schedule.
whoever will play them. So we were trying to fill the schedule. So it's like, all right, let's bring these guys in. We, the basketball players, didn't know anything about it, dude. These guys show up, and it's just 6'10" black guys, dude. It's like
Dude, some of the homeschool teams, it's pretty much just straight recruiting.
No. This was not a homeschool team.
Oh.
This was a like a prep,
You
like
could-
a basketball prep team, like what LeBron did.
Yeah, I imagine there was like a nerdy guy who did research on your team, and he'd be like, "That guy's got a scholarship to Duke. That guy's
Yeah.
deciding between Indiana and
Yeah.
fucking what's it called?
Kentucky.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
This guy's going to
So their middle
Marist
school,
or-
their middle school,
What's that
our their middle school played our JV, which those are different things.
That's
And
different brackets.
You're talking about young men, and you're talking about dudes with just zits. on
Yeah,
their
right.
face.
They
And
got one hair.
at the end of that game, for the last like 4 minutes, the coach came over and told our coach, he was like, "You can play whoever you want." Like they were beating us so bad that
wow.
like he was like, "You can put the high schoolers in if that's if like you want to stop."
Which is such a G move to just be like, you guys fucking.
So I played in some of that game against those like eighth graders.
Eighth graders.
Getting dunked on by an 8th grader's gotta.
It was crazy. So then
it's-
we're warming up for the big game, and we haven't seen the big team yet.
Oh
and
my
these
gosh.
motherfuckers roll up, and it's just a whole team full of LeBron James. I mean,
That's crazy.
they're just. I mean, they did like a thing where they went 5 off the backboards in a row.
Yeah, like got in line.
It was,
And then-
dude. You were playing the fucking Harlem
The
Globetrotters.
Globetrotters, right? And then they ended with like a windmill dunk. All right, so the game starts. Well, I mean, we know we're cooked. We're like, this is gonna be crazy.
Let's
So the
have fun.
game starts. Tip. We lose the tip. They come down. They dunk. All right,
Good start.
2-0. And then we come down the floor, and I had a nice little seam. Called for a pass. Got the pass. Went up. Got just destroyed.
Posterized
But I
block.
made the shot.
Oh, nice.
So I got fouled, and I made the shot.
And one, baby.
And won. So I got the opportunity to make the free throw, and I made the free throw, and it was 3-2. And then we lost 70-3.
One more charity strike point.
Oh, dude.
It was crazy.
I remember we beat a team pretty bad. It was I mean, I feel like I've talked about this before. We beat them 44-2,
Damn.
but we stopped scoring with 10 minutes left in the game. Our coach was like, just pass it.
Pass.
Yeah.
And like in his mind, that is being respectful. In my mind,
That's more disrespectful.
that's the
dude.
worst thing you
Yeah.
could do.
Yeah.
We're just going to nana
Well, like,
boo
what do you
boo
want
you
us
for the rest of the game.
Do you want us to start shooting on their side?
Yeah.
Because like I'm like what?
Yeah.
This is
I would-
why you need a retarded kid you can put in to shoot threes late in these games.
You need
know?
a Rudy.
You need a kid with heavy autism or DS that you can throw in to start chucking
Just
threes.
shoom. The problem is, dudes can shoot.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're the team-getting kid.
Now you're beating them 90 to 2 or whatever, and you're like,
Gerald went off, dude.
Jared started chugging it from the half court.
9 of 9
draining
from
them.
3. Yeah.
8 of 9, but he got fouled.
Yeah, he got fouled.
It's just hard
It was a real humbling moment. We played him again. We played him
Why?
late.
Like-
We played him at their home facility.
State of the art locker room.
It's such
with
a
TVs in 'em.
waste of
Well,
time
here's
when
what
it's
when we played him again, we went and grabbed some players from other teams.
Nice.
So we went and like a couple of guys that were decent that we had played
You
against.
guys
that-
went around in like Mighty Ducks
yeah, we
montage.
did. I think
He's good.
we
dude.
still got smoked, but we maybe scored like 25, 30 points. Like, we
Hey.
did a little better.
That's
that's
incredible.
I mean 1,000% better.
Yeah. I don't think I played at all. I think it was that we had like real guys playing.
That's awesome.
Dude, I do want to start playing basketball again.
I was gonna say,
I
it
haven't-
feels like there should be a comedians league,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
or even if
just
you know,
pick
it's
up.
comedians and comedians homies doing.
We all live up here. We could just start going to Central.
We
again.
all don't live up here.
Yeah, Central's a
Central
little
Park.
far. You live real close to Central, and their rec center does rule. That's where I went when I lived in Cumming.
That's. Were you there
There's
that
a-
one time
the-
we went and
The
played
one
with
by downtown Swan.
There's one up
With
here at the East
Harlow?
Center.
and I puked my brains out because I had hibachi for breakfast.
hibachi.
Yeah.
I might have been there because I was there a lot in Harlow.
You
there
guys-
a lot.
It was at I think Mitchell's freaking
Oh.
neighborhood. I'm using last names here.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah, maybe.
Because that's less
I'll
auspicious.
Google
Maybe.
it. But I don't know. There was a while where I was playing a lot, and there was definitely that one time, maybe the Dernwald's birthday party or something. where we played at some park, but that
You
was
guys,
outside.
you guys didn't get caught up in the church league. You guys didn't play any CL.
No,
I played church league softball,
Oh.
and we were very good, state champions. Praise
Did you
God.
guys play at Central?
Yes, and then the big tournament is in Gainesville.
I want to say maybe I even saw you guys up there. We probably bumped into each other when I was playing softball, church softball.
Could have been.
But church basketball was a whole different thing, dude.
I don't know why I didn't play church league basketball. I think I was like super into smoking pot at the time, and I was like, I'm probably not gonna be playing
So
church.
was I, but I did it anyway.
But I did it anyway.
If you got it, church squad, I'll show up once.
Well, here's the thing.
month.
The interesting
I'll play.
thing about church league, where it's like you play church softball, you just playing softball with the church. You just going down, you're putting a team together with your church, and you're playing whoever. Like we
Yeah.
could put a softball team together today.
Sure.
But with church league basketball, all the teams are churches.
Oh, right.
Which is different, right? So you're playing the churches
Yeah.
locally.
Yeah.
And boy, dude, ain't nothing dirtier than church beef, dude.
basketball
Dude,
beef.
it is oh my
It's
God,
crazy.
There's this church where I went to private school. My Bible teacher, one of my Bible teachers, he played for Georgia Tech.
Oh yeah, sure.
nice.
And he played church league
Incredible.
basketball, and it was such bullshit because I was just like, dude, I went to a lot of the games. I wasn't old enough to play in the league at the time, but I would watch, and I'm just sitting there like, dude, what a dickhead.
It was
incredible.
the last year that I played, I got suspended or like kicked out or whatever, and so it's
Dude,
like a permanent ban at Central
I've
Park.
never seen more people get kicked out of a sporting league than church league.
Well, this guy, he kept getting in my face, and he started saying horribly mean things. Like he was like, he would be like, I had on just like Under Armour shirt under my jersey or whatever, and he's like, fat fucking pig. Gotta wear that fucking Under Armour shirt to keep them titties from back. And then my wife showed up, and then he started saying shit about my wife, and I was like, yo, doggy,
relax.
you're 5'10". I don't care how good at basketball you are, or 5'8". I don't care how good at
Yeah.
basketball you are. But that happened, and then we played this one team, dude, that there was like a full fight. And
Oh,
then
damn.
when they shot some tees after the fight, and one of the guys while he was shooting his free throw on his way up, one of the guys on my team was like, loser. And then he missed, and he went, Jesus fucking Christ. And then as loud as I could, I went, our Lord and Savior.
That's awesome.
It was great.
Oh man, dude, they
dude.
let them fly in church league.
Incredible.
It was like nothing like it. It was the most vicious. I mean, it's like today, who's on the schedule? Oh, we're playing the fucking Seventh-day Adventists. Buckle up, dude.
Ooh, I'm gonna talk theological shit to them. Yeah. I'm gonna draw a charge and then be like, "That's just how a fucking
The worst is when it was like
Presbyterian would play."
it's like two Baptist churches, so you try trying your best to like. I don't want to. These guys, we gotta look. These are our. We should be homies. I don't
Or it's more like these motherfuckers will tell on me if I say something bad.
This will get back.
This'll get
Dude,
back to my
I remember
pastor.
when I was a kid, I would go to my grandparents' Baptist church up in Dawsonville, and it would be, I guess, what you would call praise and worship.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
But then it was a cigarette break after.
That's awesome.
Just a
We
guy
got
in
a
a
message.
suit. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Everybody would go outside. 85% of the people there were ripping butts.
Just ribbon cigs.
Incredible,
I was
dude.
like, but that, like, in my mind, I'm like, this is normal. Yeah, you gotta smoke a
You go outside
cigarette
and
before
rip
the
cigs.
message.
Yeah, obviously.
It's crazy.
Oh damn, I've never thought about that's the way it is at the little podunk church that I grew up at too.
Yeah.
I just never thought about that they were going outside to smoke cigs, but yeah, that's definitely what they were doing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, we're gonna wait at the church I go to now. They call it the passing of the peace or whatever. Where it's like, oh, we're gonna
the peace pipe.
We're gonna have a little moment where there's nothing going on. And you guys can all shake hands and do whatever you want for like 10
Yeah.
minutes. And
Yeah.
and that happened at the little church I grew up at, and everybody would go outside.
And they were really they called it something
Yeah, they
sweet,
were-
but it was
yeah.
really just a
get to
heater
know
break.
your neighbor or whatever
yeah.
over a cigarette outside the
Yeah, I
parking
don't
lot.
remember what they would say. I just remember it would be worship, and then like the last song, me and the other little kids would go up next to the other people, and we'd all sing, and then it's like, all right,
You'd
we're
rip
taking a break.
Me and the kids would
Me and a
share
couple
one.
of the kids would rip a heater.
We'd share one. We'd
Dude,
pass
I
it
tried
around.
a cigarette when I was 4. My eldest sister's boyfriend at the time gave it to me. She was so mad at him, and
That
I,
is crazy.
dude, I
To a
fucking
4-year-old?
Is that guy
Oh.
dead or in jail?
I don't know.
I hope so, dude.
Find out.
It's back
Put it in
then,
the comments
it's
if you know.
different. It was
If you're
different
out
back
there.
then. It's when men were men.
Man, well, man, and kids smoke cigarettes.
That's right.
The
Yeah, I'm back in the coal mining days.
Yeah, right,
The
right.
coal mining.
Dude, I'm really thinking about really
Coal mining?
hot turkey and cigarettes. Just
Ooh.
fucking full blast. Just
I wouldn't. You'll wind up like TJ.
What's hot turkey?
the opposite of cold turkey.
opposite of
yeah.
cold turkey.
I was, as soon as I asked, I was like, oh.
Get it back in.
Thinking about picking it back up hard.
Getting
Oh,
back
yeah,
in
dude.
so hard.
Yeah, I'll have to go buy some leather jackets, of course.
Ooh, yeah. Some leather members only.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Next week, you just show up, you look exactly like TJ.
Yeah.
You guys are just dressed as exactly
Just
the
a
same.
brown beard. Like,
Yeah.
what?
I've been thinking about it.
You show up next week, you're cool.
I don't think so. So I bought my first pack of cigarettes in
08.
3 years last week.
Sure.
And I was like, this should last me
Forever.
2 weeks.
Right.
It lasted 2 days, and I was like, dude, this was 11.25.
People
What
keep asking
the
me if I'm
fuck?
back. I'm thinking I'm back.
I'm thinking I'm back.
John
Yeah,
Wick and
it'll surprise
What movie
you how
is that?
fast
What is
you
that?
can-
John Wick.
Oh, dude, I need to rewatch the John Wick
Yeah,
movies.
that's John Wick, dude.
I rewatched all 3 Rush Hours
That rules.
this past week.
Wow.
I stand by it. One of my favorite scenes in any movie is, I'm no punk bitch.
I know punk bitch. That's
I know punk bitch either. It's the best.
dude. It really is like just with all like the current social norms.
Yeah.
The things that are said in Rush Hour, you're like kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're like,
Because you thought, you're like, I was like 10 when the first one came out, and it was
Yeah.
fun for me, and it was still fun when I rewatched it in high school. It was still fun when I rewatched it as an adult. It was still fun. Like, you could watch it now, and it'd still be fun.
There's
it's
a-
fun.
You're
but
just
you-
thinking it's like, it's for everyone, and then you
It's-
go watch it, and you're like, oh,
No.
some people would be upset.
Oh, yeah,
It's
this-
something that this generation will never understand, dude. We used to every summer go to the movie theater and see a whole ass movie that somebody had made to just be racist to Jackie Chan.
yeah.
A whole ass movie.
Sometimes
The Medallion.
3 times in the theater.
What was the suit one? The Tuxedo.
the tuxedo?
Yeah, you almost nailed it immediately.
Well, here's the
Every Rush Hour. Rush
What's-
Hour 2. Rush Hour
what's
3.
crazy
Shanghai Noon.
is that,
Shanghai Noon. Whatever the other
Shanghai Night.
Yeah.
but Jackie's getting them in too.
Oh, yeah. He's fighting back.
He's coming back.
Dude, when
But
he
these are
when he
these
says
are
to Chris
apparatus.
Tucker, I don't know if I can say this. I'm going to say it.
said it,
He's
dude.
like, Jackie Chan is like, I'll bitch slap you back to Africa. I'm just like, ooh,
and then his accent, it's so fucking funny.
back to Africa.
But it is a thing where you're like, he's in on the joke,
Well, sure, and
and clearly, like,
buddies.
they're
Well, it
having
was
fun,
all a
but he-
psyop to heal the divide between the black community and the Chinese
and
community.
yeah, of course.
yeah.
But there is a thing where you're like, what was that last movie that Jackie Chan directed?
Foreigner?
Yeah, and it's like, this dude has been back and forth from America for 45 years. And his accent isn't different.
not any better.
It's the same.
I think the same thing about Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm like,
That's
bro,
right.
you done lived here your whole life.
At some point, it's a choice, and it's like, this is part of my thing.
You lived in Lithuania or wherever the
Well,
hell
you
he's
gotta,
from
like-
till he was 17.
You got to give
Austria.
Schwarzenegger
Austria.
like props. He came to another country and then became wildly successful. And then he's like, you know what? I'm running for office.
I'm the governor
I'm-
now of California.
the governor.
I'm the governor.
I'm the governor of the third or fourth biggest economy in the world.
And he just
And
does
Never
it while
dropped the
just
accent.
Never
never dropped the accent.
That's how you know it's real. Just walking around at any given time smoking cigars. That video it pops back up every once in a while of him getting like an egg thrown, and I forgot, but he says something cool after. He's like, you missed, because the guy's clearly trying to like hit him in the face, and he gets it on his suit jacket or
Yeah,
something,
right,
and he's
right.
like, I have more suits.
I think about all the time how he was married to like a hot lady and then he had sex with his maid who was like a heavy set Hispanic lady, like broke his whole family up. It's like,
I mean, dude.
threw it all away for
Threw it
just
away.
like a lady who looked like she could have been an abuela.
Yeah. It is
Probably
wild.
put it on him.
It's really like a perfect illustration of men are broken.
Yeah, right.
We're like,
It's like that Patrice O'Neal bit where it's like, I forget exactly how it goes, but like one of the punchlines is like, "Would you go fuck that half asleep girl behind a dumpster?" And he's like, "Oh no." Oh, and choice like either stay with your wife or like either ruin your
Yeah,
family
yeah.
or you can
Fuck
prune
this half
like-
asleep
Oh, she's so cute
crack
though.
whore behind the dumpster.
Yes, men are fundamentally retarded.
Yeah, dude, you just hate to see Arnold go down like that. And then again, the accent thing is something I've never really thought about because like Mel Gibson spent, he had an Australian accent in Mad Max,
Mad
but
Max.
you hear him now and he's lived here for forever.
And
And he was like
I
born
forget
here.
that he's
yeah,
Australian.
every once in a while.
I don't think
there'll be
he's
a-
Australian though. I think he was born here and then moved to Australia.
Oh, maybe. But he grew up in Australia.
But he spent a lot of time and grew up in Australia. But if you live here how can you live in a place like that's what I don't understand? Are you surrounded by other? Where'd you say he was from?
Who's that? Arnold.
Arnold.
Austria?
Austria? Like, are you in an Austrian echo chamber? You don't lose the accent at all?
He's been listening to Austrian
How do you keep
podcasts.
How do you keep it? He has to record himself and listen to it to keep it.
Here's what's crazy is that there's a real possibility that he's been in America long enough that his Austrian or German or whatever he grew up speaking is dog shit.
Sure.
Like he lost the ability to speak conversationally
Right.
in
Right.
his native tongue, but still has that
Still got the accent.
which is entirely possible and nuts.
If
It's,
you're
it's
out
like
there-
that disease. Well, Tom Segura talks about it in one of his specials, like where like you suffer like a traumatic brain injury,
brain
and, you,
Oh, yeah.
and you
wake up with those
like
are
a
people who
British
just want
accent.
attention.
Is that what you think?
Yes.
Dude, I have to believe that that's real.
those
For my own ego. I
Those
have
are
to
people who
believe.
just want attention. That's not real.
That's
Well,
such a fucking
that
insensitive
is
thing.
why.
That's so crazy.
It's not insist. You can't wake up with an accent. That's insane.
Well, hold on.
What about the people who like like that guy?
What
who's
are you?
like,
Are you saying that there's something inside of your that your brain has a catalog of accents that it's just keeping you from?
Well, if you're an eternal soul who's lived a million lives, at some point you were a Chinese
Yeah,
person with a
that-
thick accent speaking English.
Nope.
Well, it was like this guy's like Asian wife or something, and she's
always a
Asian,
lady, and she wants to
then,
wake up and
she's,
have
like, has a
attention.
British accent, or maybe I'm doing it in reverse.
you-
Maybe she was a British lady and
Here's-
she
yeah.
had an Asian
Yeah.
I'll
accent.
explain.
Either way, it's hilarious and really fast. I think that is a totally possible poignant point, where it could be, but it also could be both, because some people wake up not with an accent, but wake up from a traumatic brain injury and can fucking rip a piano.
Yeah, like that guy who
Sure.
dove into the pool,
Yes.
and he just sees it.
He's like music is colors now or whatever.
Yeah, and
don't
but
think he's
he's
German.
kind of actually insanely autistic now. Like he can't
Yeah.
drive by a music shop and without stopping by.
Yeah, right.
It's easily explained.
Let me hear it, Doc.
Yeah.
All right, here's what happens. At
Yeah,
least
Dr. Seuss.
at least in the accent ones, I'll tell you exactly how this goes down.
Let's dismiss the other thing for
the
a second.
lady, it's always a lady. It's never a dude. The lady wakes up. She's been awake. She's got her eyes closed. She's listening to everything that everybody's saying. She's planning. She's thinking, okay, if I just keep my eyes closed a little longer, I can see if people are saying anything bad about me, right? And then she goes, I think I could wake up and be Chinese.
It would be more amazing if she spoke Mandarin. Just
yeah, that
having
would
the
be
accent
believable,
is
but it's not
crazy.
believable. It's just a lady who's like,
You know what I've been wanting to do for a long time?
I'm going to do African accent for forever now.
Oh my God, you've been in a coma for 6 months. Are you all right? Why are you gay?
Wagwan. I'm going to do Toronto accent for the rest of my
It's
life.
so close to like normal for her, but she's just like a boot.
They wake up and they only speak in like vines
Yeah.
and memes.
Oh, that'd
like
be-
that's the
That's
only
a real thing that could happen, dude.
with the upcoming
with
generation.
upcoming
Absolutely.
generation of future
Yeah.
traumatic head injuries. Yeah.
Someone's gonna get hit and they're gonna be like, well, oh, "Look at all those chickens."
yeah. Lemons. Yeah.
An avocado.
That's our
Nice.
generation. So try not to get bonked too hard, fellas. 'Cause
Dude.
who knows what
Take
you
me
might
out
say.
back and
Dude,
put a bullet in my
I
brain.
don't want to get bonked, but if I get bonked, please let me die.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say, please make mine a fun one.
No.
Yeah.
It could be fun, like if it was videoed and someone like say like a brick from heaven fell and just hit me, and then
That's
someone
it.
recorded it, and it was just like boom, just some silly sound like bing.
I'm ready. I'm ready to get.
Like when
Yes,
a-
I died,
like-
but that brief moment of bing is kind of funny.
As a sound effect,
Pretty
like when a
funny.
midge jumps in a lake or whatever. And it's like,
Yeah, it's like whoop.
boy. Yeah. Yeah, that's good fun.
If I get bonked, dude, I think it could be fun entering into your like Busey era.
Yeah,
Yeah, or
that's
your
what I'm saying.
CTE
Just
era.
being
That's,
like,
well, that's kind
"Ooh,
of scary.
CTE, kill your whole family or whatever.
Yeah, no.
Chris Benoit,
No,
your
no,
whole
no.
family.
No. No, sir. Please.
Yeah. I will
Please no.
actually go around drinking concentrated hot dog water at that. If I reach full Busey and it just
Full Busey.
buttered sausage, yeah. I love
I-
Gary
Have you guys
Busey.
ever seen the documentary about Chris Benoit?
Oh.
Well,
So Chris,
maybe.
Is it? Are you telling me it's not Chris Benoit?
What?
I'm joking.
Is he the one who
Sorry, I made it
had
too
killed his
believable.
like two daughters?
I think he had 2 kids. I don't know if they were daughters or not. And he killed his wife. He lived here.
Oh,
One of the things I didn't realize:
Holy
Chris
shit.
Benoit's house was in Brazelton.
Oh.
didn't he like put him in like some oil rig?
No,
I'm thinking of some other.
No, but that documentary is crazy too. And
That's the one
we
I
could talk
saw.
about that guy.
What's his name?
I don't know his name, but there was that guy in Colorado, and it was like his wife and his 2 daughters went missing. It was sort of like a Gone Girl type situation
Right.
where like they went missing, and he was like the number one suspect, but then it didn't really make sense. He was like working with the police a
Right.
lot, and like posting on social media trying to find her and all this stuff. And then it just turned out that he was trying to get divorced.
And just was fucking some like
And
fitness
yeah,
instructor
had
or
been
something.
fucking his fitness instructor and just couldn't figure out how to get divorced. And then so he strangled his wife and then took his 2 daughters out to like an oil bin and alive dropped them into
What
it.
the fuck?
Dude,
Yeah.
it was crazy because like
Just get divorced.
for a brief
buddy.
moment, like the
It's
guy
crazy.
seemed like a normal dude.
I will say, on a funnier note, that documentary in particular, if you go watch that documentary, there is a huge portion of that documentary where they're like, yeah, but she was kind of a bitch.
Dude, it's crazy.
Like, there's like
They're
a
like, yeah,
full
she kind of sucked.
30-minute portion of the documentary where they're like, yeah, but I mean, she was a bitch
Dude,
about
either
it.
of you remember what this doc is called? It sounds
We can
insane.
find it. It's interesting. I'll find it.
I saw that one.
What was the doc I was talking about beforehand?
Benoit.
Yeah, so Chris Benoit, his signature move was like a head butt. It was a flying headbutt.
Yeah.
So he would like get up on the ropes and then jump down and
I see.
headbutt into the ground.
Yeah, sure.
And he was CTE'd so bad that I believe he strung his family up on like his Bowflex
That's
and like hung them.
fucking nuts. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
And then like blew his brains out.
And you're telling me we can't wake up with an accent?
That's what you're saying?
That's what you're saying?
You could wake up and from a traumatic brain injury and kill your family, but no, you can't wake up and be Chinese. Speak with a Chinese
That's
accent.
crazy. That's
I'm going to prove
crazy.
you wrong today, dude.
That's
I'll be Chinese
crazy
by
that
tomorrow.
that like
They
the
pulled Benoit's
insanity-
brain out of his head. It was this big.
It was a fucking walnut.
Oh, man, it was just smooth all over.
Yeah, violence I can understand. Brain injury unlocking extra violence. It's hard for me to understand it unlocking a Norwegian accent.
I just I
It's-
can't believe you've done this.
It's like, I got this traumatic brain injury. Now I sound like I'm from Boston.
That dude. That would be, you just sound like everyone.
I just
in
sound
the
like Ben
Departed.
Affleck.
You're doing afflectation.
Yeah, I don't think so, dude.
No, probably
Miss
not.
me with that bullshit, dude. That ain't real.
I'm gonna make you a believer.
That and chiropractic any chiropractic work. Bullshit. If you're out there and you're going to the chiropractor, you gotta stop.
Dude, I'm fucking sitting on the fence with that one. I don't know.
I have to sit on the fence. Dude.
Don't know.
It's gobbledygook.
Sitting on the fence is bad for your back, dude. Don't do
I
that.
dated a girl in high school whose mom thought you couldn't get sick if
I
you went
wasn't
to the
straddling
chiropractor.
the fence. I'm just sitting on a fence normally.
I was just trying to make a chiropractor joke. Don't read too much into it. You went to what? You did what?
I dated a girl in high school whose mom
I doubt it.
believed.
What was his name?
Heyo.
Nice fucking
What's your dad's name?
Barry.
Barry.
Get him.
Her mom thought that if you went to the chiropractor, that it could keep you from getting sick.
Ooh. Was she also doing like lymphatic drains or something?
Yeah, and the chiropractor over here is the same way. You can see it on their billboard. They have these same views. I don't know why. I'm sure there's something therapeutic about going to the chiropractor as it pertains to like physical therapy.
Yeah.
But all the magic hoodoo around the chiropractor is pretty made up.
I think it's probably like anything where it's like if there's a fork in the road at some point where it went from like an ancient teaching and sort of a holistic thing.
This is the problem with chiropractic, as I believe it, or as I understand it. It didn't come from that.
Right.
It came from a guy who went. It's the same guy who brought back salt lamps. This is like his two
It's
contributions to
the
society.
actual same guy, or
I think so. I think if I'm remembering this correctly,
He went to
Dude,
the
this guy's the
Himalayas.
fucking
like
man.
he went east, and then was like, I can make some money on this bullshit.
Interesting.
And then just brought it back over here and was like, check it out, lay down on the ground. Now you don't have AIDS. Now you don't have pre-colonial AIDS.
Pre-colonial. I don't know what that is, but sounds bad.
Yes, yeah. And I like to mess people up with that.
You like to-
Some people are on a weird trajectory with their chiropractor. You're just getting scammed.
And I imagine a lot of them are
Well,
getting.
and it's like
All right.
it does. I'm sorry, but there is something to be said about the people who go, because it's like there's like, well, you just got to keep going.
Yeah, you have to
don't.
go forever.
Yeah, like
It's like this
you
is a
can't-
weird bone drug dealer.
It's yeah.
Yeah, you're hooked.
Here's what I'll say, and it's a sensitive topic for people. If you're out there and you love going to the chiropractor, here's what I tell you: look into it.
Check it out.
Maybe
Do
you
some
should
research.
look into what it is. If you've never looked into it, and then you're sitting there in your chair being like, I don't think so, then look into it. And if I'm wrong, if I'm just dumb and remembering something from
Saying-
10 years ago that's not real,
Saying look into it as a white guy is becoming like the like it's all
I can't wait. I don't know. I have no idea what's going
look
to happen.
into it is the new N word.
yeah. But no,
He was trying so hard not to say that.
I was trying to
That's what
skirt around.
That's why I said it.
No. I wasn't going to say that. Obviously,
You were going to
But-
say the N word?
no.
Oh, thank God. Dude,
No,
it's
no,
Black
no, no.
History
But
Month.
it's becoming like the new white man thing to say. It's
Mansplaining.
like,
Sure.
Yeah.
yeah, just look into it. Just look into it.
Yeah, well, honestly, you should.
Yeah. I mean, if it comes to anything in your body, just like listen to your body. No, just
No,
kidding.
if you have the option between being dumber or smarter, look into it, dude.
Although ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss.
Stupid people are happier.
So much happier. Also,
Thank you for your personal testimony.
Let me tell you, dude, it's
I
great.
wish I was just. I know I act like a fucking idiot on this fucking podcast, but I really wish I was sincerely dumb. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh my god, they got another Jumanji movie. I can't wait to go see it. Like,
It's getting close to
Jungle Cruise 2, let's
close.
go.
I know. I
getting
started
close.
speaking and I was like, oh, this is exactly that.
This is Soder. Shout
Love
out
you,
to
Dan.
him.
Sorry.
Love
Mwah.
it. But yeah, I mean, when you reach the threshold of you're like, I read one too many books. I didn't have to, and I just did it.
Yeah.
And now sorrow, now melancholia.
Sadness.
That's,
Impending doom.
I feel like I say that with anybody who will argue with me about
Look it up.
anything. Well, just
That's what you
I'm-
say.
I'm just like, look,
Look into it.
how I don't know if I'm necessary. Maybe I've invested in the wrong books, but I have read a lot of books about it.
I've read some books
So it's like
about chiropractic.
not that particularly, but especially politics and things like
Oh,
that.
sure.
Where I'm like, I don't know.
Fine.
I concede that I could be wrong.
course.
I've definitely been wrong about tons of shit. But if your argument is just like, nuh-uh.
I prefer the the ever faithful. It's not my job to educate.
Yeah, that's a tougher one.
Just kidding. I've been hit with that a few times.
I quickly opt out and say, I honestly, this is just, I'm stupid. Just don't listen to me.
I normally say look it up because I know I'm right. If people are arguing with me, and then I'm like, look it up. Look it up right now.
Check it out.
And if you look it up right now, I'll be right.
Doing it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
That's a power move.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, all right, Google this. Now go to page 6. And they're like, why do I have to go so far? And you're like, well, because these are all ads, and this is curated.
Well, you got your Google's clearly left wing, and mine's right wing. So you got to go in deeper.
Actually, you know what? Download Brave and let me.
You can
Actually,
get on DuckDuckGo.
Yeah, DuckDuckGo.
I'll walk you through this. Nah,
Just go over to Yandex.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Dude, just go to Ask Jeeves. You'll be fine.
Yandex is the Russian search engine.
What's that game where it's like it's got like the genie on it, and it's like think of something, and it asks you like 20 questions, and it guesses what it is.
Oh yeah, I've done that. That's actually probably just Satanism on the internet,
dude. That shit. It freaks me the fuck out.
It gets it good too. It'll be like
I've
you're
tricked
thinking
it
about
one time.
Nice.
13-inch black cock. And you're like, wow.
No, like I
and
tried.
Here's the search for that. No.
I try to do like an obscure character from like a somewhat popular video game, and I'm like, all right, I'm thinking of fucking Barrett from Final Fantasy VII, and you just fucking.
Is that not
Barrett.
the main guy?
He's doing more than I can
Cloud's
do.
the main guy.
Cloud, that's right.
Barrett's the dude with the gun hand.
Gun hand.
Yeah, gun hand the man.
Gun hand the
I'm
man.
working on a gun hand.
Dude, you are. You're
Talk
fucking.
about let the people know.
My injury. Oh, it's really.
He was plugging Chris's ass too hard.
Yeah, that's right. It's not too big of a story to tell. I work for a nonprofit, Cole. I try not to talk about it, but we give free prostate exams to elder reptiles, and I was dealing with a particularly grumpy snake and wrong hold him. So.
Man, I really am bummed that I missed out on just bringing up Chris's ad reads for mummification.
Oh yeah,
and
dude.
You are starting the process. You are starting the process.
Oh, yeah. I'm slowly mummifying one digit at a time this week.
Last night at Chip, he hit us with.
Was Chris there?
No. I'm talking to TJ about his thumb. He said he was like, "You guys ever see that movie Teeth?"
This time,
I found an asshole.
Yeah. So no, I picked a fight with a box cutter and I lost, and I wouldn't recommend anybody do it.
I was on the phone with his contractor, and he was like, "Oh, TJ's here." Oh shit! TJ's bleeding everywhere. I gotta go.
And I was like, "It's fine, dude." I was like getting dizzy. I'm like, "I'm just waiting for the bleeding to stop. I'll glue this out really fast."
God, dude, I hate that shit.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was doing something dumb, and right in the middle of going, I shouldn't do not like this. It went. I was like,
that's how it always happens
every time.
It's like, God, dude, I just needed like a 3 seconds quicker. On the uptake.
Yeah. Forgot to take Sheila G, dude.
Forgot to Sheila G beforehand.
Sheila G.
Boy, howdy! We were talking about Ship there for a second, man. Now, you missed out on a great night last night.
Yeah, man. I buddy was up from Savannah, so.
Oh, fun. So you should just brought him to Ship. Watch you bomb. Could have been fun.
Watched us all
Dude,
bomb.
I don't know.
Watch us all bomb.
I mean, I've been writing like a fucking fiend.
That is tight. Right is tight. Wait.
Yeah.
I
Come down, dude.
I mean, I'll probably be there next week.
Let the material.
I'll probably be there next week.
Get deflated on your material, dude.
Let the liquor talk, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Feel bad about the material you've written. Come to Ship and feel bad about the material.
I'm afraid it might make me feel good.
It could.
Could make you feel good.
Fun. Yeah, we went down and shipped our pants for sure.
I had one.
Shipped the bed.
I had like a slight at the very, very end, little crescendo into a nice little pop.
It was beautiful.
It was like actually. 2 minutes and 30 seconds of
Did you do anything new?
Wandering in the desert. I just got up there, as I have been doing at Ship, with like a general idea of what I'm trying to say, and then I just let the spirit lead me a little bit.
That's probably pretty productive.
So there was a couple there. TJ said, did we talk about it on the podcast?
No, we were talking.
All right, so there was a couple there last night that they were going through something, and you could tell that like she, the lady, the wife, she was trying to prove to.
What's the age range of these?
They're probably like in their early 30s, late 20s.
Our age?
Yeah. She's trying to prove to him
I'm mid-30s, but yeah.
that she can do stand-up and it's not that hard or whatever. You could tell maybe that they were having some kind of... He, likes comedy and was like, bitch, you could never do that. And she was like, I'll show you. So she got up and just... She bombed in the sort of way that only... like a lady who has no idea what's going on could bomb. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't understand anything about what she should be doing. It was insane. And then Ryan let her husband do a little bit of time. So the first thing I did was go to them because I thought, like, maybe I'll find some bitch wife sort of common ground here, right?
Let some steam out of this pie.
Right. Yeah, maybe I can sort of diffuse. And I made eye contact with that homie, and you could just tell. He was like, don't talk to me, don't talk to me, don't talk. And I was like, oh, no, they're not having fun at all.
I had already done it. A couple other people had already done it.
Yeah.
Where it was like, oof.
Yeah. And so I got over there and felt like real negative energy. And then made an slightly racist joke that I made the last week about saying the N-word. But I think it's fine. I don't say the N-word, obviously.
Dude, we can't have one single episode without the phrase N-word come up. I am not joking. We were doing so good.
No, we weren't. He said earlier when you were talking about
that was not long ago.
Do your research.
We had made it about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Dude,
it bombed. Don't worry about it. It bombed. It wasn't good. It didn't go well.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, well, whatever. And I just told one joke that went okay. And then when I was done, I was like, yo, guys, this is my dream. Like, that's crazy that you guys would just sit there and just not even care. And then the whole time when Nathan was going, he had been making fun of this guy who, he had a look to him. He was wearing like khaki pants and a button-down shirt tucked in. He was probably like 5'10". He might have weighed 340 pounds.
Oh, you had me in the first half, coach. This sounds like a sharp dress.
And he had a ponytail.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed that on the... All right.
Yeah.
It was like what anime fans used to look like.
Yeah. He just looked like a total... Magic the Gathering,
right?
Like nerd who maybe has like a day job,
dude.
And probably makes a lot of money.
I turned to him, and everybody had been making fun of him, and I turned to him, and I was like, "Bro, I think fuck everybody for being mean to you. Fuck them for bullying you, dude. I think you look cool as hell." And I was like, "You look like a real life Kung Fu Panda." And that got like a big pop.
That was the best pop of the night?
Probably the best pop of the night. And I was like, all right, fine.
I can hang it up on
That's
that.
it, dude. I'll retire.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Take this one to my
Trilla gave
grave.
me a trophy. I was like, thanks, man.
He's been on the trophy game hard.
Trilla's been giving trophies out. Shout
out
Trilla.
I got the first trophy months ago. Because I'm the fucking best.
He's been propping up the novelty trophy, plastic trophy industry single-handedly. Which adds a new element, dude.
I mean, another layer to the Shrilla onion, dude.
That's right. Shrilla
He
onion.
continues to be the most complex man in the scene.
Complex dude. That's right.
Dude, just now you see him, now you don't.
Now you see him, now you don't, dude. This podcast probably sucked.
You love saying that.
Honestly, I feel pretty good about it.
I love it.
It's not even over.
I know. Hey, real quick. You watch The Gorge.
Yeah, watch
and
The
people.
Gorge.
I think people. I don't want to speak for everyone, but people want your review, dude.
Oh,
the
The
people are
Gorge?
clamoring for the review.
Well, here's what I'll say. Imagine Michael Bay directed a romance movie.
So like Armageddon.
Yeah, the dialogue is pretty thin.
Okay.
And I was a little disappointed because I was like, well, Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy, that could be a fun. I like Anya Taylor-Joy. Yeah. I like Miles Teller. And I think Anya Taylor-Joy does fine, but Miles Teller is not particularly compelling. It's almost like he didn't want to be there.
Oh.
Now this podcast sucks. For sure.
It's all that Apple Plus money.
Yeah.
And then it's fun, and then it turns into a horror movie for a little bit, and then you got to figure out what's going on, and then it's love, and they fall in love, and I would say 7 out of 10. I wouldn't watch it again, but if
7
you're out
out of
there,
10 is a fucking fantastic
nice
rating,
score. Especially for like a straight to streaming
hold on,
platform.
hold on.
No.
What's in? 7 out of 10, and you never watch it again?
Yeah, give me a.
What'd you give Jumanji 2?
Well, that's like a 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just so I can get an idea.
Oh, okay, original Jumanji.
Yeah.
Yeah, like probably a 7 out of 10.
Okay. So this is on par with Robin Williams
Wait, what
Jumanji?
the fuck? So you wouldn't rewatch the original Jumanji with fucking Robin Williams? You'd never watch it again?
That's not what I said.
That's not.
But your rating says that.
But the
That's
ratings
not what I
are
said
the
either.
same.
You said 7 out of 10 for The Gorge.
Yeah, I probably never watch it again. But those two things don't have anything to do with each other.
That's the most that I
feel
want.
like there's got to be a threshold where
What?
it's like if it's above this, it's a rewatchable movie.
That's not. No, I don't think so. There's plenty of movies that I think are worse than The Gorge that I would rather watch.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
being gay about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I understand.
Well, which is your right
I'd
as an
rather watch
American?
Jack's Back, which is I think a worse movie than the.
Jack's Back with James Spader?
Yeah,
That
but I
movie
think
rules.
It does,
dude.
yeah, but it's not a good movie.
What?
It's fun to watch.
It's a good movie.
Dude,
I'm rating this on terms of like I think it's fine. I think 7 out of 10.
Do expectations come into your ratings? Where you're like, oh,
It
this
de-
is Apple TV Plus. I have. Apple TV Plus.
I want you to know, and this
Apple
is going to
Plus.
frustrate everyone and the audience. There's no. It's
There's no rhyme or reason.
there's no rhyme or it's just whatever. When the movie ends, I go, okay, 7 out of 10, and then I make a little note in my IMDb thing, and I keep it pushing.
And who directed this thing?
The guy who did Black Phone, I don't know,
I never saw a Black Phone.
me neither, but
I imagine it's just a phone that's stuck on speakerphone.
Damn.
Sorry, dude.
That was good. That was
It's
fun.
just a-
That was good, clean fun.
it's just a phone that's always late.
Damn.
All right, let's lean in. Cole, give us one.
It's a phone that can swim extraordinarily well.
That's tight, dude. Hell yeah.
It's a phone with a huge cock. A huge, beautiful cock, dude.
Just when you thought
Oh shit.
you were wrong, people out there. Just when you thought we couldn't
I
do
couldn't
it, we
make it. I
couldn't
couldn't
pull it
make
out.
it. You didn't. The people out there thought I couldn't make this about BBC.
Damn.
BBC, dude. Big black cock.
That's tight, dude. Well,
You haven't seen that video of the girl on the gas? She's on the gas from getting her wisdom teeth out.
oh,
She's like, I want to suck black cock.
to like her mom.
Yeah, dude.
Incredible.
And then she starts going, BBC. BBC.
It's the craziest thing because
That's
like
incredible.
it's like you know that your daughter's fucked up, but you also know that's in her lexicon.
like,
She's
Dang,
just
dude.
being honest as hell right now.
Yeah, that's right, dude.
Okay.
And then she'll marry some white guy and they'll have a decent relationship. But
Sure.
then later down the road,
They might have a mixed
she'll
baby.
go, babe, listen. Your penis is too small. You need to let me have sex with black guys.
And then they'll put out a video and you'll watch it.
And then he'll put on a chastity cage and sit down on
No.
sit down on a hotel chair.
How
and
do you
I'll
combat that? Like,
How do you combat? You be a man. You say, no, bitch.
Oh,
My penis is fine.
I figured you would just get a girl 20 years younger and be like, fucking, you're dying, old lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to
It could be anything.
Belichick
really.
this shit. Get a 24-year-old at 73.
I've mulled over because I mean Taylor and I have been married for long enough that if I wanted to get into cuckolding, I think I could broach the question. Right? I don't, but I think I could broach the
This
question.
is the first conversation in a series
And I
of
think-
conversations.
Oh my God.
I
That's
think-
what you lead with?
No, I just think about like how does one. I feel like you gotta lead with it. I don't.
You
think
got to lead with love. Like,
Well,
I love you so much that I would love to see you get fucked by
Get
another
railed
man.
by a black guy while I wear your underwear. I just don't quite understand how you get from point A to point
I
B.
understand.
But it's obviously porn.
I understand the sentiment. I don't
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
the
There's-
X's and O's.
I don't
are
mind.
mystery.
I don't mind the result. As a viewer, I don't hate it.
What,
The end of this podcast to come out as a potential closeted cuck.
Oh
is
no,
so
no.
great.
I have no desire to see my wife plowed by another man. But I want to know how a human
Respectfully.
how a human gets there. That's what I'm fascinated by.
Sure, there's some sort of psychological
It's got to
cross-wiring.
be porn because,
for
like,
sure.
it's fucking. And
I watch the porn
Hold
and
on.
I don't want to see my wife.
yeah, well, some people
I
take
love
leaps.
my wife.
That's true.
But it would be
people
crazy if someone who's like, "Ooh, I don't like pornography. I do like my wife getting fucked by someone else."
That would be crazy.
That's
That I don't see a scenario.
yeah.
for.
I don't
Where
see
your
that.
wife is the porn star and you're just the viewer.
This is like your first experience with anything sort of pornographic. It's just
Interesting.
that would be.
I don't like
there's
that
no way,
either.
and I think that's the most compelling argument that it all starts with porn.
Yeah.
There's no way you get there with just being like. Actually, I was thinking about like one of my good friends. I think that would be the coolest to see.
If you bang
out.
if you bang my
Dude,
good
that would
buddy.
suck, especially if she was like a 10 out of 10, like a fucking smoke show, and she's like, I can't do it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's a tough call, dude.
Sorry.
It's
Can't
the
do
same.
it.
I mean, there's you come across some of the more how do you say shadier sites where it's like this is probably
What do
just
you
some.
what do you mean shadier sites?
No more questions.
Well, let
Go
me
ahead.
finish what I'm saying. Where it's like this is probably somebody's wife, and I'm not certain that maybe his wife is like aware of the fact that this guy is putting his naked wife on the internet.
Oh sure, yeah.
You know what I'm
You hate to
saying?
see.
Which is like that's
I
always
see
a
what you're
gross
saying.
thing too.
Yeah.
Where it's like I mean, it's hot.
Sure, yeah.
To see a guy rail his wife if she's hot. But I also think about, while I'm hard as hell, being like, does this lady consent to this?
Right. You'd think in an amateur setting, and this is not mine.
I don't like any of that.
This is not my thing.
Even in the hub, that's the last
Right,
thing I'm
yeah,
looking at.
that's
That
not my
it
thing.
honestly makes me sad.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Dude, it really, because I put myself in that spot for just like a microsecond, and I'm like, oh, I'm useless to society. I should probably end it.
You're right.
Like if I don't.
But I'm thinking if there's it seems like you can tell there's an actor doing a scene versus like an amateur who knows
Amateur.
from my limited experience seems to know that there's a camera and at some point is going to cheese it up and like make a cross-eye whatever something
Try to be
the
cool
camera.
to the cam.
And if that never happens, you've got to be like,
you got to start to
I don't
question.
think she knows.
What is
there's
this
a-
video
This
I'm
camera's
watching?
in a fucking nanny cam and a teddy bear
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
that's
You guys are
that's
adventurous,
that's
man.
not what I'm talking about. Well,
You guys are
that's
adventurous.
illegal.
I
I think both are illegal.
I don't do that.
We're not saying that.
I'm
not,
making stuff
He's
up.
saying whatever.
I
But what
watch professional lesbian porn.
That's
if
all
I
he
watch
does, dude.
porn.
Just these. Dude. I'm talking about
only brazzers, nothing else.
I think Cole has gone to the darkest place. I'm talking about a video that obviously a lady consented to make,
Oh. But not
but
necessarily that
did
it
not
reached
consent to
the
have
internet.
it put on the internet.
Ah, okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Still not
Oh.
good. Still not good.
You're out here talking about I'm like, yeah, I love jerking off to like nanny cam revenge porn.
Yeah.
That is not what I
That's
said,
literally what I
dumbass.
was. That one, you were like, she doesn't know.
Yeah, she doesn't know it's on the internet.
Ring
She's-
camera porch porn.
But like, how can you make that assumption? Because she doesn't.
Why
look
are
at the
you
camera?
assuming I'm a freak?
Because
You're the one who's like, oh
Look at
Jesus
you.
Christ, Zach's a bad guy.
I didn't say you're a bad guy. I just said you're a fucking freak.
Yeah, dude, no judgment.
You
Freak.
assumed I was a freak. I'm trying to say something. I'm trying to talk about something,
Dude, don't
relevant.
tell me you're vanilla with that fucking NASCAR fucking
That's
hat
right,
on.
dude. What I'm saying is
You drive fast and eat ass,
it's
brother.
right, dude. If I was gonna pick my favorite
I have a fanny pack that
porn
says that.
category, and I'll try and this is nasty stuff, and I get it.
We're not trying to be blue here.
But it would be probably like an OnlyFans couple, right? I like the idea of like
They love each other so much they want to share it with everyone.
yeah.
There's definitely nothing tumultuous going on.
Or what I like the idea of is just like two regular people fucking. Does this make sense?
That's you.
Yeah. Right. Just two regular people fucking is like what that's what I'm most interested in. And I'm saying in the quest to find two regular people fucking, you come across videos where it's like, yes, this is two regular people fucking, but I think that this is probably this guy's ex-wife, and he got mad
revenge,
one night and was like, "I'll fucking show that bitch."
We made a video.
And that's yuck.
Yeah, you don't like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. I'm taking a stand. I'm trying to be an advocate in the community.
No revenge porn here.
That is brave,
Stop that.
dude. Brave.
Yeah.
I
Stop
thought we thought you were a freak.
unless it's of me.
But
and
you're
then
actually
keep perpetuating my
brave.
revenge porn penises out there. Keep spreading that one. Nah, I mean, I've never taken a picture of my penis.
I've
Oh.
never sent one.
Nice, you keep them for yourself.
I have a serial killer style just collage of like Polaroid.
It's not even
dick
hidden.
pics.
It's not just like in your phone.
Well, I made it so that it makes my face. All the pictures.
Zoom way
Yeah,
in.
you have to like blink or whatever. You have to squint.
That's wild.
Now we know Cole sent some hog.
Oh yeah.
Cole sent hog.
Dude, I was pumped to find out that I didn't have a small penis, so I was just like, oh, fuck yeah, you can see it, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Let me prove it. Have you
Yeah,
ever
let
sent,
me see it, dude.
Have you ever seen? You ever sent soft?
No.
Ooh.
Oh! I have.
Boy, have I.
Oh
He's like,
my
"Let me
god.
tell you,
this
dude."
was a really dark time. I was taking a bunch of acid and I was like, maybe I have a mommy kink, so I tried to find like a hot mommy, and then like she was like, I want to see you front to back soft, so I sent her a picture of this
Front to back, like a specimen, dude. You can hold it up.
I was on acid, and then the next morning I was like, what have I done?
That was probably a 12-year-old boy, dude.
No. Oh my-
Was it?
You
Was
got
it like
Steve
a full
Gerber.
body shot? Like
Dude, like prison style.
yeah, I was gonna say it looks like you're about to be a science experiment.
Dude,
and they're
yeah.
just like trying to size you up.
It was such a dark time
These
in
were
life.
children. This you got catfish.
No.
Yeah,
I
for sure. You sent your naked body pictures to probably like 10 middle school
Don't
kids
spread
who were
those
like,
kinds of rumors.
that is
"Look at this dummy, see this flaccid dick."
No, I'm
dude.
sure it was an adult because she sent me her flaccid
Flaccid
penis first. All right, step on it.
That's
That's all.
crazy. That is crazy.
That
no,
is wild, dude.
I went to a secured website.
Oh
Nice.
wow.
Dude, when you're tripping balls, it's like, dude, yeah, I'll fucking sign up. I don't
we
give a
tripping
fuck.
balls. You're like Ashley Madison. Yeah, what's that, dude? I'll sign up.
Some people are peering into the veil of the universe, and you're like, I should sign up for.
I just signed up for,
like-
cam soda.
Yeah, like,
No,
thirsty,
it wasn't a campsite.
Thirsty
No.
whores in my area.
No, I was just like,
local MILFs in my
I
area.
was tripping on the fact that I might have like a mommy kink. It turns out I don't.
Well, sometimes you got to find out the
Yeah.
hard way.
He's crazy
or
high.
the soft way.
Yeah.
He's crazy high on acid, and he gets to the very bottom of the video where all the ads are, and it's local MILFs in your
Yes.
local GILF. In
Yeah.
your area.
Turns out it was a grandpa. Shit.
That's one of the memories that, like, if I'm like having trouble sleeping, that's like part of it. Like that's it's like you're getting
puts me at
bombarded.
ease.
I thought you were saying this one helps me go
No,
right.
no,
Me
no, no,
saying
no.
that they're
No,
12-year-olds
I said
probably
that.
doesn't help.
I said that all kinds of fucked up.
It's great.
I'm just
I
saying-
don't feel like that's so bad. Some girls just like send me a science picture of you.
Yeah, and I did it, and then she's like, "Do you want to fucking suck milk from my tits?" And I was like, "Oh,
I don't think so.
I guess that what a mommy kink is.
Nope.
I don't like that." So I just exited out.
Oh,
And those kids were like, "Damn."
you didn't even get to
We
send her
lost
an after picture. You just sent her before.
Yeah, I didn't come. I didn't do anything. I didn't jerk off. A strange woman asking me to suck milk from her tits as like a young 20-year-old is terrifying.
Didn't do it.
It
for you.
is that is deviant behavior, young man.
I got away. I ran.
Yeah.
You ran.
I
Sometimes that's all you can do.
couldn't even imagine being like, all right, I've got to talk to a lady on the internet.
That's because you've been married your whole life.
I guess that's true, but you know,
You never got to.
There've been dark times, and I've never once been like, I gotta
Let's see what this lady wants.
www.talkingtoladiesontheinternet.com.
Talking to ladies on the internet.com.
I think I was like just like
talking to weird ladies on the internet.
I don't know. I just was like so bored.
Was this a chat room where it's like
No.
maybe there's kink specific?
No,
No, this sounds
no,
like you were doing like jerkmate.
No,
You were looking for a jerk.
Dude, I don't. I really don't remember what it was. I don't. It's. I mean, it's.
defunct website.
I'll tell you
for
what it was.
sure.
It was that try not to come game.
It was
He
actually
signed
an
up for the
AI
try not
lady
to
that
come.
tricked you
This
into
was
giving her
like.
a picture.
I mean, it had to have been like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
He clicked on the thing where they pour the goo on the penis and it gets
No,
10
yeah,
times bigger.
I don't. Yeah, I think. I don't know if I've really ever said that to anybody.
Hell yeah, dude. Vulnerable and honest.
But hey,
What better place than here? What better time?
Yeah.
Than
I'll
now?
Fuck
tell
it,
you,
dude.
I may have already said this, but I'll share my deepest, darkest, which is that when I was young, I broke into the chicken houses and stole a bunch of pornography
Yeah,
and
we've
then
talked
burned
about
them in the
that.
fireplace. So.
that's not even a cool secret. That's like you being a fucking
Saying, dude, I was
narc.
homeschooled.
I'm not going, dude. I'm not doing it.
Tell me your deepest, darkest.
There's no way I could even think of it.
Lady boys. It's lady boys!
Don't make up my
got-
dark.
And on that
Are we
note,
done?
On that note,
I'm
TJ is gay. Bye.
Bye.
Good answer.